It was Friday, October 6th of the year 2000, at 3:30 p.m. in Mexico City. The main character in this story was already at the National Terminal of Benito Juarez International Airport. The aircraft, a McDonnell Douglas DC-931, operated by Aeroméxico. At the time of the incident, this aircraft had accumulated approximately 74,000 flight hours and was 30 years old, a veteran of the skies with numerous flight cycles behind it. Its destination is Reynosa International Airport in Tamaulipas, with an expected flight duration of about 1 hour and 15 minutes. This was a well-known route for Mexican pilots. The only notable feature was the short runway at Reynosa, measuring just 1,900 meters. However, for seasoned pilots, this posed no significant challenge. Everything appeared to be running smoothly as both the ground and flight crews worked meticulously to prepare the aircraft for a straightforward and trouble-free flight. Leading the flight was Captain Alejandro Corso, who had accumulated around 10,300 hours in the air. Assisting him was First Officer Alejandro Fernandez, with an impressive 3,000 flight hours. Both aviators were seasoned professionals, thoroughly equipped to handle the mission ahead. Along with them were 3 cabin crew members who will help the 83 passengers throughout the flight, making a total of 88 people on board Aeroméxico Flight 250. With all passengers settled in their seats, luggage securely stowed, and the plane fully refueled, the aircraft began its pushback. The ground crew ensured everything was in order, signaling to the pilots as they carefully maneuvered the aircraft away from the gate, ready to taxi toward the assigned runway. The plane was heading to the runway assigned by air traffic control. While the pilots did pre-takeoff checks, the cabin crew went over the emergency procedures with the passengers.
Aeroméxico 250, solicitando autorización de despegue directo a Reynosa.
Aeroméxico 250 autorizados a despegar. Vientos en calma. Ascienda y mantenga 11,000 pies.
Autorizados al despegue. Aeroméxico 250.
The takeoff was smooth and uneventful. The DC-9 climbed to its assigned altitude, transitioning to the cruise phase of the flight. At cruising altitude, the autopilot was engaged, allowing the pilots to oversee the navigation instruments. In the cabin, passengers relaxed while flight attendants served coffee and snacks. For nearly an hour, the flight proceeded without incident. As they neared Reynosa, the captain instructed the first officer to request descent clearance.
Solicita a la torre permiso para iniciar con el descenso, por favor. Ya estamos cerca del aeropuerto de Reynosa. Mientras, yo me encargo de configurar el avión para el descenso.
Aeroméxico 250. Nivel de vuelo 270, requerimos permiso para iniciar descenso para aproximación a pista 31 de Reynosa.
Aeroméxico 250 autorizado. Descienda y manténgase a nivel de vuelo 070 y espere futuras instrucciones para aproximación al ILS de la pista 31.
The descent began smoothly, with the crew configuring the aircraft and preparing passengers for landing. However, Tropical Storm Keith loomed in the area. Soon, the DC-9 encountered heavy rain and turbulence, complicating the approach. Faced with a wet runway, the pilots had to adjust for hydroplaning risk, a dangerous condition where tires lose traction on wet surfaces, significantly increasing stopping distance. Despite the challenges, they pressed on, closely monitoring the storm's impact on the aircraft.
Aeroméxico 250 autorizado a aterrizar en pista 31.
Autorizado para aterrizar pista 31, Aeroméxico 250. Flaps 40 y tren abajo.
As they approached, rain intensified, and strong winds battered the plane. Struggling to keep aligned with the runway, the aircraft flared late due to gusts, touching down hard and consuming much of the short runway. The aircraft overran the runway at high speed, crashing into several nearby homes before coming to rest near the road canal. Miraculously, the passengers and crew survived without life-threatening injuries. Tragically, several residents in the impacted homes lost their lives, leaving a profound impact on the local community. Subsequent investigations revealed that the accident was partly due to the captain's decision to proceed with the landing despite the adverse conditions and a compromised touchdown point. The storm further exacerbated the situation, preventing the aircraft from stopping safely on the rain-soaked runway. Both pilots had their licenses temporarily suspended. Captain Corso was later reinstated by Aeroméxico in 2002, but experienced a similar accident in Monterrey in 2005. Aeroméxico provided significant financial compensation to the affected families. Many questions come to mind. How should we address the challenges pilots face when making critical decisions under intense pressure? Should stricter penalties be introduced to hold pilots accountable for their actions in such moments? Or would it be more effective to focus on enhancing training programs to better prepare them for high-stress situations? It's a complex issue that deserves careful thought. What do you think is the best way forward? One thing is certain: in aviation, every decision carries the potential to set off a chain of events that can lead to catastrophe. Remember, this investigation aims to inform and learn from past events, never to discredit those involved. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like and let me know in the comments what you thought about the story we shared today. And if you want to see more content like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss out. See you in the next one.